We need to have an awe adjustment in our lives. Let me tell you what awe is by use of a scripture found in Psalms. I'm quoting from Psalm 33, verse 8 from the New King James Version. Let all the earth fear the Lord, let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. First, that scripture tells us that awe is something every one of us have. Otherwise, the scripture cannot tell us that all the inhabitants of the earth to have an awe of God. Secondly, we are told to direct our awe to God, which tells us that we can control our awe and that we can place our awe on God or something other than God. Thirdly, there is a relationship between awe and fear. It is my fear of a holy, powerful God that created the heavens and the earth and everything in it that drives my awe. I look at what he does or has done and say, that's my God. He's awesome. So if we lose an awe for God, then we lose our fear of a holy, powerful God and put something else ahead of him that spells spiritual danger in our lives. We do not want to lose our awe of God, isn't it? So let's look at how King David kept his sense of awe when things were caving in around him. Let us see what he did so we could apply it in our lives. Let's turn our attention to Psalm 27. In this psalm, David is fleeing for his life either because King Saul wanted to kill him early in his life, or it would be his son Absalom who wanted to kill him. In either case, David never lost his awe. Psalm 27, 1 and 2 reads, The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Verse 2, When the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and foe, they stumbled and fell. David never lost his awe of God because he saw God first and primary in his life. Everything else was secondary to him. Look at how he starts off the psalm. He does not talk about the people chasing him. In fact, through the psalm, he never gives us a name, so we do not know with certainty if it is King Saul or Absalom who was pursuing him when he was writing the psalm. He describes them only as the wicked and his enemies in verse 2. Now, let's suppose someone is after you to willfully hurt you, and when we want to share this incident to someone else, the first words out of our mouths would probably be that old crazy guy is after me. Not, the Lord is my light and my salvation, the Lord is the strength of my life. Look at David's response, but he is in awe of God. Look at my and your response. I am in awe of seeking a safe place. A safe place is what I'm focusing on and not God, which tells me that we are not focusing on God, which warns us that we are to be careful because living a life casual like this can steal our awe of him. David said, No, the situation I'm going through is not going to change my awe of him. My God is my awe, nothing else. Can you make an awe adjustment in your life from today? Be blessed.